Today on Movie Review by Tyler Dunbar. Today's movie review topics is movie review on An American Tail and a sequel of An American Tail 2, Fievel Goes West. And the first movie, An American Tail, came out in 1986, directed by Don Bluth. It's the original 80s movie, also produced by Steven Spielberg, and a movie how Fievel and his family, the Fievel Mousewitz family, how they had to escape from Russia and move to New York in 1880s. And the first movie, that's when Fievel Mousewitz meets Tiger. Tiger, he's a big cat, he's tabby, and he wears a purple shirt. After all the cats go back to China, except for Tiger, he's the good guy, because that's when Fievel and Tiger becomes friends. And he probably did not know one of the characters in the movie. He's a con artist. I forget the character's name. First, he pretends to be a mouse, and then he's a cat. If you have seen it in the 80s, or if you have not seen it for a long time, and if you have much littler kids, I would say I recommend it more for younger audience. Unless if you're a big fan of animated musical films, and it could also be for adults too, because I seen An American Tail, not a bad movie directed by Don Bluth. And now I'm going to talk about An American Tail 2, Fievel Goes West. It's a sequel to An American Tail. So An American Tail, Fievel Goes West, this time, the Fievel Mousewitz family moved to the Wild Wild West. You probably did not know in the scene of the movie, they painted Monument Valley, Arizona. Yep. After they settled in New York, so they moved to the West. And that's when there's the new bad guy, voiced by John Cleese. I've seen the movie before, not a bad movie. It's a Western, musical, fictional Western. If you're a big fan of animated films, or if you have seen it in the 90s, the sequel, or if you have, younger children, I recommend that they should watch it. I think between An American Tail and An American Tail 2, Fievel Goes West, I would recommend it more for younger audience because the cartoon characters sing. If you're a big fan of singing movies or musical, then you can watch it because I recommend it. If not, maybe for younger audience. So yeah. And I do want to get back to An American Tail, the first one. That's also history and animated fictional history between An American Tail and An American Tail 2, Fievel Goes West. And you probably did not know back in 1990, after Universal Studios Orlando became a grand opening, that's when they also add An American Tail theater. If you were really a kid back in the 90s since you watch it, because An American Tale and the sequel is a good classic, and probably did not know An American Tale Theater was also at Universal Studios Hollywood in Los Angeles, and also in Orlando after Universal Studios Florida opened in 1990. And that's all for my show today, and see you next time. And if you have a favorite anime movie you grew up watching from your childhood, please comment below. And also, don't forget to subscribe if you're a big fan of animated films. And yeah, I just said don't forget I was going to say don't forget to subscribe. And that's all, and see you next time.